Well, we're on the top of the Flinders Ranges, well, almost.
Yeah, good peak.
So we're at a station, an old one.
A rumour or
a ruin.
It's a ruin of an old homestead.
Yeah.
And this was a sheep station originally, and they did exceptionally well because this area has underground water and springs, so there was quite an abundant supply of water. But as per usual, there's overgrazing of sheep and then cattle, and apparently the government put quite a heavy, or put a high level of what they wanted people to have, and it was overgrazed. So then, of course, a couple of years of drought and using all the underground water, eventually it just didn't happen, and again, people had to leave.
Yeah, rainfall here isn't that prolific, but we're just going to give you a little spin around. That's the valley below, and just in the distance there you can see our car, and there's another shed just down further. Over here they've got a set of old ruins which we'll endeavour to take you down to have a bit of a look. This was a 2-bedroom house. We're slowly getting down there. So yeah, Flinders Ranges is certainly a great place to come and explore and have a look at some of Australia's oldest history, which is pretty incredible. We just get on this side of it and we'll just see what we can manage to look at from here. So as you can see, it certainly has gone to wreck and ruin. Not much of it left, but at least it's some part of all the people's endeavours here.
Also, the house, or the top part, was often made of timber and that, and then later when they became wealthier, they were able to build something better. But this particular place got destroyed by fire.
Yeah, and down here, I think that might have been a chimney.
Chimney or something, yeah.
Part of a chimney.
I think, and this particular place also had like a kitchen. It was quite well off, if you know what I mean. Kitchen and sort of like a bathroom inside.
This has just been absolutely breathtaking here. We're going to head back and maybe have a little bit of happy hour. What do you reckon, Robin?
Something like that, yes. Good idea.
Okay, we'll see you back at the... Oh, it's a magic day today. It's not too hot, not too cold, absolutely perfect. And it looks like we've got another vehicle ahead of us.
Okay, so we're in Brachina Court. Yeah, it's a good street, this one. Brachina Gorge, I meant. Yeah, just wandering through the track and doing a bit of filming where we can.
This is actually the area where a lot of the rock wallabies are.
Yes.
Just an interesting point. I might actually throw this up on the video, but as we were coming around the corner a little bit back there was a sheep sitting on the corner on a rock. Looked pretty cool and wasn't too fast.
It was quite close to the road, and there was 2 of them, and it was just sitting there chewing away on its cud or whatever, and I don't know if they have a cud, but it was chewing, and just sat there, didn't mind us stopping right near it.
But the colour of these rocks is just unbelievable.
And the trees too, when they're not all red from the dust.
As you can see, the road's pretty dusty at the moment, and there is a few people down here. We're just passing another vehicle. We've already passed quite a few, so
there is quite a bit of camping here, off-grid camping, whatever you like to call it. So you see, there's even a flag there for some reason.
Some of the road part of the road could be sort of broken away, and they put the flags there just to indicate that a bit of a danger point, but we're not going to go there. I'm going to have to say this, if you get a chance, you've got to go to the Flinders Ranges. This is absolutely fantastic. And all right, yes, we are doing it in the four-wheel drives, but it's not that difficult. I would suggest doing it in four-wheel drive though.
And if you have a look here, this would be where the river is. It is so dry here. They haven't had rain for a few years actually, so it's very dry. So you can imagine it with the rivers flowing and the wildflowers and all that. So we're actually thinking we might, like to come back and at another time, and next year or something in spring, see what happens.
Okay, we're just going through this little rocky section here. I think I'll take the high road.
The easy road. All the different rocks and the colours and the shapes.
Yeah, the colours are amazing. Actually, if you have a look at that tree there, you get an idea of how much water
that
gets
can
pushed down here.
Pushed down with all the debris caught up on the trees. See, all the rocks over there, they're all the red colour.
Well, we just have to film this part. It is incredible. The colour of those rocks
And the shape.
against the blue sky, it's absolutely breathtaking. Okay, this is one of our first water crossings.
Not many here because there's not much water. Oh,
Dropped into that hole.
yeah. There's some more over there. In this area, there's a lot of there's an underground water spring, and that's why there's obviously water seeping up, because there hasn't been any rain, so it comes from underneath.
Just give you guys a little reminder that when you're travelling on these roads to sort of slow down and just watch out for the wildlife. The kangaroos can just about jump out in front of you, as well as the emus. Well, we are now at Stokes Hill Lookout.
Lookout, yep.
Looking over this fantastic range. We're going to chuck the drone up in a minute and we'll give you a good view of this whole area.
Hopefully, yeah, it should be good.
It's pretty stunning. Oh, look, I'm going to have to turn around and show you, but this is the view that we have at the moment, which is incredible. It's not quite sunset yet, so I'm not going to put the camera into the sun, but just the valley, it's unbelievable.
And over in that direction that you're looking at is Willow Springs, which where
Willow
we're staying
Springs is just
sort of in there somewhere.
And that's where we're staying at the moment. So it is magic. And just to the right of us is the tower, our cell tower, so we can at least get some good communication here. But check that out, it is absolutely stunning. Just down on the hill there's a few sheep. Don't know whether you can see them, but there's not a lot of grazing around here, that's for sure.
Yeah, slim pickings.
Very slim. And we came in on the road just down over there, and as we said before, we're going to head back to Willow Springs, which is just in that clump of trees over
somewhere there. There was 3 k's in from the road, so whatever that is. It's all hidden.
So I think it's time to call it a night, and we'll go home and maybe have some happy hour with our friends down there. Well, another day, another adventure. Today we're at Rawnsley Park. And while we're here, we might as well have a look at the petrol prices, shouldn't we, guys? So we'll just have a look at the diesel. And there you go, $1.40. And we'll go up to the premium. Oh, no premium unleaded. Sad, sad. Anyway, we're at Rawnsley Park, so we're going to investigate this area. Well, we finally made it to Rawnsley Park.
Yep.
Interesting little campsites here.
Yeah.
Not just standard drive-in, drive-out, although there could be some here.
Yeah, there's a couple, I think.
But I don't know whether you can see behind us, but that's our caravan perched up there.
Yep. Pretty good.
But the view that we have is absolutely stunning. I'm going to turn the camera around now, and this will blow your mind. How's that for a view of the ranges? Absolutely breathtaking. Absolutely fantastic. Well, we've just moved up to where the caravan is, and just to give you another view of those ranges, pretty incredible. And in the distance, I don't know whether you can see, but just over there is the eco huts and more of the Flinders Ranges. Fabulous. Top of the world. Lighting. I think that's a bit better.
So just staying there looking at it.
Yeah.
So we're waving.
That was just sort of like. Well, we have made it to the North Akabar Church, school.
Church and school, yep.
Yep. So we thought we'd give you a bit of a look. Where we are at the moment is certainly off the beaten track. I'm going to do a little bit of a panoramic shot just to prove to you where we are. So, just about nearly in all directions, there is nothing.
Part of the ranges and more ranges.
Yep.
Oh yeah, there's actually a homestead or something over there.
But this is the church, this is what we've come to see, or the school. So we'll do a little walk around first, just to give you an idea of
the land was donated for the school by one of the pioneers here, and there's one teacher, and then it was also used by the church, Wesleyan Methodist Church, right up to, what was it, I say, 1960?
Oh,
55, yeah, so it was not that long ago that, well, our era. So quite young. and yeah, so it was used as the church up to them for the locals, I guess.
Yeah. So this is the back side of it. What we might do is we might actually go in and let you have a bit of a look.
Still the walls and everything is still really good.
So this is the inside.
There's a little school, there's a fireplace here, keep the kids warm, and I don't know, well, one teacher, I don't know how many kids there'd be.
Yeah. And they do have a little plaque up there. I'm going to put the GoPro up to show you, and hopefully you can read that. North Akabar School and Church. In 1888, the land for the school was provided by Mr. James Sweet, an original pioneer. one teacher. School was open from 1888 to 1918.
And then must have closed, and then again.
From 1932 to 1941.
And then used by the church from 1888 to 1928. And then again opened up in 1943 to 1955. It's very cool.
That's pretty cool.
Yeah.
And again, the construction, the timber construction, this would have been some school.
Yeah.
All right, I was going to put the drone up, but the trouble is, unfortunately today it's just a little bit windy. I wanted to do a droning around the building, but I think we'll be so blown off course it won't even work. Anyway, we'll move on to the next one. Yes, if you're in Hawker, you must come and have a look at this Jeff Morgan gallery. The panoramas will absolutely blow you away. So it's just in the main street here at Hawker. So yeah, come down and have a visit. Well, we're in Hawker at the moment.
Yes.
And we're in the Jeff Morgan Art Gallery.
Yeah, or art display, yes,
And
which is amazing.
We've got some amazing paintings in here. It costs you about, what, $15
to come through.
to come through?
And it's got quite a bit of stuff apparently. We're just starting now at the first room.
Yeah. So it should be an interesting little walk around.
So
we'll just show you this room first. This is the first room. And this is some of the amazing...
We can just quickly go through, like this is a waterhole near Inaminka. This one's up near Arcona.
Absolutely stunning.
He's painted them all himself. This whole area that you'll see.
And then we'll go inside here. And there's even some more. Wow.
Wow, okay.
Isn't that incredible?
How good's that in the front foreground as well?
This is the famous panoramic view. Pretty incredible. And basically over there is Alpena Pound. Absolutely incredible. So if you're coming to Hawker, this will be a mint place to come and have a look at if you like a bit of art. It's incredible. This is another one of his paintings that he's done, another panorama. Absolutely incredible. Even down to the eagle. So we'll do a complete circle and hopefully this will do it justice. Wow, that's one heck of a painting. Okay, this is the car area.
Another car area, yep, some extra cars.
And they've got an Austin A7 there. And also I think this is an old T model Ford, which is pretty unique. Not terribly many of those left. And it sounds like we've got the old cattle dog outside, so we don't go any further than that.
He's looking under the fence.
Yeah, we've spent nearly an hour here, haven't we, Robin?
Yes, perhaps soon. Yep.
This is Jeff Morgan's wool shed. This is where he depicts the wool shed.
This actual shed too was elsewhere on a farm, and it got a bit damaged, and they were going to demolish it, and he decided to buy up the pieces and transfer it here and rebuild it here. With
That's
all the timbers and everything here.
That's incredible. The old timbers.
The doors,
This is pretty incredible.
and it smells like a wool shed. It's amazing. It's beautiful.
He certainly has an eye for detail, so I think if you're coming down here to Hawkeye, this would have to be a must-see if you're interested in some of Australia's history, the sheep shearing, and yeah, he's absolutely done a superb job. And the noise that you're hearing in the background is a DVD that they've got playing of Jeff's autobiography, which you can purchase. And then as we head out the door, we come up to an old wool baler. These are sort of found pretty common throughout Victoria or New South Wales, South Australia. Australia in general. So if we turn around and we just have a quick look, that is the wool shed.